Well, hi, and welcome to this episode of Learn Everyday English, where we use words, phrases, and real life situations to help you learn and improve your English. As you can see, we're outside today. We have another episode, and this one is going to be still a little bit different, something kind of special, something that doesn't happen often, but today I have some car troubles, or we can say car problems, or problems with my car, which is over here. We went out of town, my wife and I, on not vacation, but we went to bring my mother-in-law back to her home in another city. We were gone for about 1 week, and I guess the light that is inside the car, we say the interior light, was on or was left on for 1 week. So the light that was on, we say in English, it drained the battery. It drained the battery, or it caused the battery to lose power or lose charge. So the car will not start. The car won't start. So I need to, what we say in English, I need to jump the car, or jump start the car, or jump the battery, or jump start the battery. So to do this, I'm going to use something that is called jumper cables. I'm going to connect the battery from another car we have, my wife's car, to this car, and hopefully that will be enough power where I can jump start the battery and get this car started. So if you like these videos, please, 1, hit the like button, 2, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and 4, tell your friends so that they can learn more about this and improve their English. And also use these videos for listening comprehension. If you need to, turn on the English subtitles and try to follow along. Maybe first listen to the video without the subtitles, then afterwards listen to the video again with the subtitles, and I hope you find this interesting. So without further ado, let's see if we can get this car started. So I'm in front of the car, and normally I have the key to the car. Sometimes this is just called a key, but sometimes you may hear people refer to it as a key fob. Key fob. I'm not sure where that word or term came from, but this is pretty standard, I'm sure, in most countries. But as you can see, this button here, when I press it, it's supposed to unlock the doors of the car, but nothing happens. And so what I'm going to need to do is to just use the key manually, and I guess insert the key into the lock and try to open the door that way. Then I'm going to open the hood of the car and the trunk where I have the jumper cables, and see if we can get the car started. So let's go. So this part of the car right here is called the hood of the car. So I need to open the hood so I can access the battery. So this part here that I'm pointing to is the hood. So I walk around the car. In the back of the car is called the trunk of the car. So this is the trunk of the car. So inside the trunk is where I have the jumper cables. So I will need to open the trunk. On my key, there is a button I can press to open the trunk, but since the battery's drained, I can't open the trunk with my key. So what I need to do is I need to walk over here to the door, and I'm going to insert my key into the space right here and just open the car door, we say manually, like in the olden days. So I turn it, and that seemed to open the door. Now the next thing I need to do is to open the trunk and try to get the jumper cables out of the
trunk. Now I can pull up on this, what we say this is this lever, and now the trunk is open. So let's walk back to the trunk.
So now the trunk is open, or I say I popped the trunk. So now I can lift the trunk open and get the jumper cables. Here are the jumper cables that I'm going to use to try to jump the car. So I'm going to bring those to the front. And now the next thing I need to do is I need to open the, so I need to open the hood, or sometimes we say I need to pop the hood. I need to open the hood or pop the hood. So I need to go back inside the car. And I need to pull on another handle or lever. So right here is a handle to open the hood or to pop the hood, and it has just a picture with the hood up. So I pull here, and you can hear that noise. So that unlatched the hood. So let me go back around the front and open the hood. Now you can see the hood moves a little bit. There's a latch underneath. I need to move to the side, and then I can raise the hood. So let me do that. So now I'm going to open or pop the hood. I need to feel around. There's a lever here. Now I can say raise the hood. There is a support rod here, that I need to place right here, so that will keep the hood open, or we say it will keep the hood propped up. To prop is to hold something up. So the support rod holds the hood up and keeps it from falling. So now here's the battery of the car. There are two terminals on the battery. This is a positive terminal with this red cover, and this is the negative battery terminal right here. So I'm going to attempt to start the battery. So I just need to pull this cover off to expose the terminal. This is called a battery terminal, the positive terminal and the negative terminal. So I'm going to actually open or pop the hood on the other car and attach some jumper cables and see if we can get this started. So now I have the other car started. I turned it on and the engine is running, and I'm going to take the jumper cables, connect it to this car, and also connect them to this car, and see if we can get this car started. So I'm going to take the jumper cables here, and the jumper cables on one end, there's a there's a clamp with the black colored handle and one with the red colored handle, so I need to make sure I connect the right clamp on each battery. So I'm going to take the red clamp, connect it on the positive battery terminal on this car. The other end of the cable also has the same thing. There's a red and a black handle clamp, so I'm going to take this red clamp, connect it to the positive terminal. I'm going to take this black clamp, connect it to the negative terminal, and take this black clamp on the other end and connect it to we say the ground or a piece of metal that is under the hood of the car that won't start. But when I do this, I need to make sure I don't touch these cables together, or I could get a spark. So let me hook these cables up.
So this is the positive battery terminal on the car that's running. I'm going to pop this cover. I'm going to connect the red handle cable to the positive terminal here. And right here, you may not be able to see it, but it's the negative battery terminal. So I'm going to connect this cable right here. Make sure I have a good connection. Now I have the other end, these two cables. Make sure I don't touch these together or I could get a spark. Let's go over to the other car and connect these. So now I'm going to connect the red cable to here, to the positive on this car. Normally here I'll try to connect this to some metal on the car that goes to ground, because normally the negative battery terminal is grounded to the body of the car. Sometimes they say you shouldn't connect this straight to the negative battery terminal. Well, I guess that triggered the alarm on the car for some reason, the panic alarm. I had to turn that off. So let me see if I can go in and put the key in the ignition and see if this will start. Well, that was successful. I don't know if you could hear me, but the engine turned over. Let me remove this. Say the engine turned over or the engine started. So I need to take these off, make sure they don't touch, because I don't want to create a spark. And I'll take the cables off of the other battery, and I think we're good to go. As we say in English, that means good to go means everything is okay, everything's set, everything's ready. Well, as you can see, jump starting the car was a success. That means okay, or thumbs up. That was good. I still have the car running. I'm going to have to run it, keep it running, you say, for a while, or keep the engine going so the battery will charge. So what I'm going to do is get in the car and just drive it around the neighborhood, drive it around for a while, maybe for 5-10 minutes, so that the alternator can charge the battery up, and it will hold a charge. The battery won't die. So I hope you found that video interesting. If you did, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, and we'll be bringing you more videos like this, just about daily life here in the United States. And I'm sure you all have to deal with things like this wherever you are. But use this video to help you with your listening comprehension, and hopefully you learn some new words and on this episode of Learn Everyday English. So until next time, we'll see you later. Goodbye.